juniors. Hey, it's good to see all of you. Reminder, I'm Miss Lumsden, and I'm the counselor for all of the students whose last names begin with the letters F through L. Right now, we are smack in the middle of registration. If you've not done so yet, it is time to enter Skyward and begin learning how to enter your courses into Skyward. Skyward is open right now. It is scheduled to be closed on Sunday, January 30th at midnight. That means that Sunday, January 30th is your deadline to get all of your courses in. So today we're going to get started. Skyward data entry is super easy. You've done this for 2 years now. You did it when you were a freshman, a sophomore, and now we're conquering it again. If you want written directions, you can go to the Limburg Counseling registration website and find them there. But I am going to walk you through it. It's super easy. All you have to do is log into Skyward. When you log into Skyward, make sure you're using your student access. The family access, the one that your parents use, that does not have the capability to enter your courses in for next year. So make sure you're logging into your student side, your student Skyward, and you need to enter from either a Chromebook or a real computer. The app on your phone won't work for data entry for classes. If you need help in figuring out what classes you think you want to take, remember how I walked you through the course selection planning tool. We did that last week when I was in your classes. I either saw you in your history class or you came to the library session. This is a super cool tool, if you remember looking at it, where you can enter all of your classes and it will add it up to 15. You need a total of 15 trimester classes. You can find this also under the Class of 2023 Current Junior section of the Counseling Registration website. Another good tool to use when you're entering your classes is you can go back and look at that credit check that we completed together. This is where you marked off everything that you've completed. If you're taking the course either this trimester or next trimester, you should have marked that. I always do it with a T, meaning you're taking it right now, which means we plan on you passing it. So that means then when you're picking your classes for next year, all you have to do is look at the blanks. Those blanks, that's what you still need to prioritize and make sure it's on your schedule for next year, because those are the classes that you must take and pass next year in order to earn your diploma. When you get into Skyward, it is super easy. First of all, click on the schedule. Okay, right there. Then you'll look up here and you're going to see course requests are now open for the request courses for 2022-23 at Limburg High School. So first click on schedule, then click on the request courses. That will enter you into a page that looks like this. On the left side, you can keep scrolling and it will list every class that's available for your senior year. When you want to add a class, you simply click the class and then hit add course, and then it will appear on the right side. See, those are your selected courses. So far my student has selected their 2 language arts 12A and Language Arts 12B. So that's what we're going to all do together right now. I want you pulling up Skyward and I want you scrolling until you hit the language arts sections. You have 3 choices for your senior language arts. You can take Language Arts 12A and 12B, or you can take Humanities A and Humanities B. You can also take Humanities C if you want that as one of your electives, but it is required for your diploma, remember, to have 2 senior language arts. So at the very least, you have to do 12A, 12B of language arts, or Humanities A, Humanities B, or you can pick the new course called the Bellevue College and the High School, and you're going to cover 3 trimesters of language arts. You're going to take care of college level 244, 245, and 246. So you will earn 15 college credits by taking that course. Remember, whenever you choose to take an AP or a college and the high school course, though, we need you to turn in that AP, college, and the high school contract to your counselor. The next thing you need to do after you've picked your language arts class is I need you to pick your civics and your contemporary world problems. Most of you have not done this yet. Scroll and find it and plug in the civics and the contemporary world problems. Remember, all you do is click on the course, hit add course, and then it will appear on the right side. There's a few of you that do not need to do contemporary world problems. Those are the kids that took AP World History and made it through all AP World History C. And then there's a few of you that might have taken it at a previous district. But the majority of our seniors still need civics and contemporary world problems. I want you to enter that now. The next thing that you're going to need to decide, if you haven't decided already, is what math you're going to take. We've already gone over this a few times, how most of us do math our senior year. Your math teacher should have already met with you and talked about all of your different choices. And you should also have already seen and been given, I gave this to all of you, the math placement flowchart, which shows if you've completed this level with a certain grade, what the next class in the sequence might be for you. So you should already know what math you're going to take next year. I want you to find that in your Skyward and enter it now. Next, I want you to look at the high school graduation requirement checklist. Again, look at what's still open. Do you need more PE or more science? My student still needs another science class. My student still needs their civics CWI. Look at what's still open that you need in order to graduate and make sure you're choosing those. Make sure when you're looking, if there's anything that you did not pass that's required for your diploma, you go back and grab that. See how my student did not pass their World History A? They need to go back and make sure that that's on their schedule for next year because they won't graduate without it. Same thing, my student didn't pass Geometry A. They need to go back and make sure they're taking that their senior year also. Remember, though, that summer school and evening credit recovery classes are available. So if you have a class like that that's a requirement for your diploma, you can talk with your counselor and we will help you get enrolled in a credit recovery course. Remember, as you're doing your data entry, that you're going to need a minimum of 6 alternates. So after you've picked all 15 of your classes, when you have picked all 15, it says total requested schedule 15. I want you to then click on this request alternate button so that you can start putting classes into your alternate section. See how my student here now, I want you and you need to pick 6 alternates. So when my student is done, they have 15 courses selected and then 6 alternates. So 7.5 credits. You can see where the alternates were these arrows where you can rank order what your first choice is or your second choice of your alternate. When you're all done, when it looks like this, 15 total requests scheduled with 6 alternates, total credits 7.5, all you have to do is exit the program and you're done. Here's a good question. What if you are a 0 band, orchestra, or choir student? So you're taking your band, orchestra, or choir before school. Skyward is set up so that it will not let you put in more than 7.5 credits. So it won't let you put that 0 hour in. So what you do is you work directly with your band, orchestra, or choir teacher. And if you need 0 hour, you let them know. And then they just give counselors a nice clean little list and we'll data enter it for you. When you are all done, review your courses really carefully. Once Sunday at midnight hits, it's done. The program closes, and that's what you're registered for next year. Those are what your course requests are. Remember, again, Sunday, January 30th is your deadline. Remember also, if you are taking an AP course or college in the high school course, to turn your contract into your counselor. We handed out paper copies when we were in your classroom. We also have paper copies down in the counseling office. It's a pink form. If you do not want to use one of the paper copies, you can use the electronic digital one. Just once again, go through to the Lindbergh Counseling Registration website. You'll be able to find the form there. Download it, save it to your desktop. You can fill it all out and email it to your counselor. Questions. If you have any questions at all, remember your counselors are available every day before school and during lunch. Just poke on in. Okay, come see us. Also, remember your teachers are smart. A lot of them have been there for years. They know what the different courses are. They know how registration works. If you have a question, just ask them. Also, again, on our counseling registration website, we have a Q&A sheet. You can go to that. The common questions that kids answer, we already have a page for with what the answers are. Also, remember your teachers are the experts about the classes offered in their subject area. So if you have a question, you're trying to figure out what math you should take next, or if you have a question about science, what a particular course covers, just ask your current teacher right now and they'll let you know. So if you're trying to figure out what science you might want to take your senior year, ask your science teacher now. Same thing with math, language arts, etc. They are the experts in their department. All of our registration materials, again, remember, are posted on our website for your review at any time, along with this video. So you can go back and watch any of our videos, any of our lessons, anything to review if you have more questions. That's it. It's good to see all of you. Use this homeroom time wisely and get things data entered. Thank you.